Okay, so today I'm going to be doing my final seasonal DNF video for the year. You guys, I have made it. Little backstory for those of you who don't know. Last year, I had a goal to do seasonal DNF videos. So every season, at the end of every season, I would do a video celebrating the books that I DNF'd. Now, for those of you who don't know, DNF stands for Did Not Finish. You pick up a book, it starts off okay, you get to a point where you're like, nah, this ain't for me, so you put it down and you don't ever plan to go back to it again. Did not finish DNF. I am not only a massive advocate of DNFing, but I love celebrating them. So anyway, as I said, last year, I planned to do a seasonal DNF video at the end of each season throughout the year. I got through, I believe it was summer and autumn. I'm in Australia, so summer takes place December, January, February, and then autumn is March, April, May. I got through those two, but I totally forgot to do winter and spring, and then I did my end of year DNF, all the books I DNF'd for the year, at the end of the year last year. This year, my goal, one of my goals, I have many, was to get through every single seasonal DNF video for this at the end of the season, and I will have accomplished that after this video. Yee! So let's just get right into it, because I'm sure you don't care too much for my ramblings. You just want to see the books, so I will not disappoint you. Let's jump right in. Today we're talking all the books that I DNF'd in the Australian season of spring. Okay, I did not DNF any books in the month of October. Yay! So that was a win. Excellent. I only DNF'd one book in September. I am so sorry. In September, I didn't DNF any books. In October, I only DNF'd one book. And that was this book, Jim Butcher's The Aeronauts Windlass. So, cover. Okay. This is a book that I've actually had on me since last year. I went down this whole path where I wanted to purchase a book that was recommended by every single booktuber that I watch, and this book came highly recommended by Daniel, who is a massive booktuber. You may have heard of him before, Daniel Green. And so I thought, yeah, I hadn't taken on any of Daniel's suggestions before, so I thought I would give it a go. And the book pretty much it didn't gather dust, but it's almost metaphorically like it did. It just sat on my shelf. And every time I looked at the cover, I thought, okay, this is not the book for me. Why did I grab this book? Just because I want to get a recommendation from Daniel Green. So anyway, I finally, in the month of October, so we're now in December, in the month of October, for Halloween, decided to celebrate my Halloween October TBR by putting not only books onto my TBR for October that were scary or whatever, but books that I've been too scared to pick up, and this fell into that category. I was too scared to pick it up. It is not only does the cover not appeal to me at all, but the page count is massive, you guys. It's like 630 odd pages, and this is not a small book, so I mean it's not short. So I mean, I did not get far at all. I'll be completely honest, I think I got about 2-3 chapters in, and the reason I DNF'd this book is because they started going on a nautical adventure, and I've realised a lot of things about myself this year when it comes to reading, and one of those things is that I don't like nautical type adventures. I had just come off a nautical adventure book prior to reading this one. It was either the book before or the one just before that one, and so yeah, when I saw that that was the direction it was heading in, I DNF'd. It was the only book that I DNF'd in October though. So, there you go. So let's now move over to the month of November, which was the month just gone by. I'm literally filming this on the 1st of December, so we've just gone through that one. I haven't even done my monthly wrap yet, but I can tell you that I DNF'd 2 books in the month of November, and I DNF'd them one right after the other. And I nearly DNF'd the next book, so I could have almost had 3 books that I DNF'd in the month of November. One of the 2 that I DNF'd was a buddy read that I was doing over on my Discord, and then the third one I read, so I DNF'd that one, I DNF'd another one, got onto the third book, like after those, the next book after those two, and that was a buddy read as well, and I nearly DNF'd that one, and I thought, I can't DNF 3 books in a row. I mean, there's no rule that you can't DNF 3 books in a row, but I've never done it before. I've never DNF'd 3 in a row. So I forced myself to get through that one, and I didn't enjoy it at all. It wasn't for me. But let's talk about what I did DNF, which was The Foxhole Court by Nora Sakovich. Okay, this is actually a fantastic book, and through no fault of Nora Sakovich's own that I'm DNFing it. The problem that I had with this book is that there are little bits of very important information that come up every now and then. Like, it doesn't happen often. But when these nuggets of information come up, you need to pay very close attention to them, because they're nuggets. They're something that they're giving you. And when I came across one of the nuggets, I came across it unconsciously. Yeah. I was reading the book. I wasn't taking any of it in. And then I got to the next page and the characters were all talking about, remember that thing we spoke about? And they're not actually saying what the thing is. So if the thing was, we have a plan to, I don't know, we have a plan to go on a quest. I mean, my least favourite trope. But anyway, let's say that that was what the nugget was. We're planning to go on a quest, and we're planning out how we're going to go on the quest. Then on the next page, we have these characters saying, remember how we spoke about the thing? And they're literally saying the thing and not, remember how we spoke about the quest. No, remember how we spoke about the thing and the thing with the thing with the thing? Yes, I do. Oh, good. And so if you miss it, you're out of the loop. I missed 3 nuggets. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So I DNF'd this book. I do feel that this book could make a return in 2022, though, because it was literally the only reason. It was completely my fault. I missed those nuggets, but I enjoyed what I had read up to that point. This is not Nora Sakovich's fault at all. The book is fine. I just need to read it when I'm not distracted. Seriously, it is very hot right now, just so you guys know. I know that it's winter in America, but in Australia, it is incredibly warm today. So you'll just have to excuse me and excuse the fan, because the fan is just required. So on to the final book that I DNF'd in the season of Australian Spring, in the month specifically of November, and that was a buddy read. So I like to have a rule, which you guys on my Discord, can I just give you guys a very quick shout out? All of you who are over on the Discord for the Mr. Francy Reads Discord, you guys are just awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Because I had a rule for myself that I will not DNF a buddy read, because I just feel it's disrespectful if I've set up a buddy read and then I just DNF it and say, well, sorry guys, this is just not working for me, so you go read on your own. And you guys have been coming back to me saying, it's totally fine, we can keep reading, you don't need to, why would you keep reading something you don't enjoy? Which is what I always say. But you guys are so understanding and so nice, and thank you, and I really appreciate it. With that in mind, The Little French Bridal Shop by Jennifer Dupuis is a book that I DNF'd and apologise for it afterwards, and I will explain why. This is not necessarily Jennifer Dupuis' fault, but it's definitely whoever the publishing company is, it's their fault that I DNF'd this book. The premise of this book, that I was told, was that it follows a woman who goes to a small town to take care of her sick mother, and one day she walks past a French bridal shop. She sees a dress in the window that she likes the look of, and for the heck of it, she decides to try it on. Then, unbeknownst to her, there is a wedding planned for her because some gossipers in the small town saw her in the bridal shop, so they spread rumours around saying she's getting married and a wedding is organised and she doesn't even have a husband. No! That sounds fun, but no, that's not what happened. That premise is why I purchased this book, because that sounds like a really fun thing. I mean, anyone here a fan of Gilmore Girls? Can you imagine? I mean, okay, maybe it wouldn't work with Lorelai because they've known her long enough, but could you imagine Rory just going into a wedding dress shop, trying on a dress because she just thought it looked nice, and then everyone's planning her wedding? I mean, it just sounded so great. No. That is not what happened. First of all, she goes into the shop to try on one dress. She ends up trying all of them on. And then when the shop assistant says to her, "When is your wedding date?" she says no and is cut off. So the shop assistant keeps going on saying, "Oh, it's so lovely, you know, blushing bride, blah, blah, blah." And then our main character decides, you know what, dash it all, let's just lie and say it's in June. So you've just told the shopkeeper that you're getting married and now it's meant to be a surprise. But wait, there is more. Then she passes people on the street that she knows and she says, "Yes, I'm getting married. I'm getting married in June," when they didn't even ask her. Then somehow it gets back to a florist guy who does flowers and who knows her specifically. So he calls her to say, "Oh, I heard about your wedding. We really should pencil in a date because there are other things coming up and I want to make sure you have my flowers in time for your wedding," which makes sense. You would think, since she knows this guy really well, that she would say, "Yeah, seriously, this is just a rumor that's gotten out of control. I lied to the retail assistant and I shouldn't have, so, you know, just so you know, there's no wedding." No, she says, "Yes, it's in June. It's on this day." He says, "That may not work because it conflicts with other things. What about this day?" And she goes, "Yes." And he goes, "Okay, I'll lock it in." I was done with the book after that. And I am so disappointed, as I'm sure you can tell, because this was one of my 2021 most anticipated new release books. And to say that it was one of my most anticipated new releases, of the new releases that I had 10 in that video I did back in December of last year. Wow, a year ago. This one, if I were to rank them in on my expectations, this one was really high. It was either top 2, top 3, for sure. And it just let me down so much. Why would you say that the premise of a book is something when it is not? But if you've seen my reading vlog, you've heard me go on and on about this book. So I'm done now. Well, nearly done. There's one more video coming up where you'll see me talk about it, but it makes sense. You'll see soon. But that's it. In the season of Australian spring, I only DNF'd 3 books, which for me is pretty good. The Aeronaut's Windlass by Jim Butcher, Nautical, not for me. The Foxhole Court, missing too many nuggets, was out of the loop, may not properly be a DNF. It might actually be a shelve. We'll work it out next year. And Little French Bridal Shop, how dare you lie to me with your premise? It's so rude. I mean, you guys were commenting on my vlog about this, and I'm so glad that you guys agree and understand where I'm coming from. If you're going to out and out lie about what the premise is, there should be like a money back guarantee. I mean, it is literally false advertising. Why say that it's going to be this when it is that? Done. Those are the books that I DNF'd in the Australian season of spring. What books did you DNF in the season that was yours for September, October, and November? Let me know in the comments section below. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all of your love and all of your support. Please do hit the subscribe button with all of the notifications with that bell. Hit the bell, ding. You say that back in the day. Hit the bell, ding. So you can get all those notifications. It really does help me grow my channel. I recently made it to 300 subscribers, which I did not think would ever happen. So that's why I'm now saying, if you would like to support the channel and see the channel grow a little more, that would be great. And also, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. I've received more likes in this past year than I have ever on booktube. So thank you for that too. I mean, when I say that I'm letting you guys go with peace, blessings, and so much love, I say it because I mean it. You guys are absolutely amazing. I did not have the booktube connections, the friendships that I've made this year. I did not have that last year at all. And so I kind of felt like I was going through this journey on my own. But ever since, you know, I started making other friends and then created the Discord and everything, we've become a family here at Mr. Francy Reads, and, you know, with all of our cousins that we have, like the Books and Bops cousins and the Killing Time with Cozy's cousins and whatever. We're all a family here. We are family. That's right. So when I say letting you guys go with peace, blessings, and so much love, it is because I really want to thank you and give you all that love because you give it to me. And I just really appreciate it, because I did not think that I would receive the support that I received this year, and so you guys have literally blown me away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have a recommendation for a video that you would like to see me do to celebrate that I have reached 300 subscribers, please do let me know. Look, it's not a lot. It's not like it's a million, but for me, I mean, it might as well be. I had been circling around the 280, 290 mark for a while, but never quite cracked that 300. But now we've done it, and that's thanks to you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much. You guys are awesome. Okay, that is where I am going to leave it. Letting you guys go. Peace, blessings, and so much love. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching, and happy reading!